Hey everyone, we're thrilled to have you here today. You know we're passionate about helping you live healthier lives, and that means addressing all aspects of health. This includes both your physical and mental health, which are equally important. Did you know that nearly 1 in 5 adults in the US experiences mental illness each year? That's a significant portion of the population. That's a staggering number, and it highlights how crucial it is to prioritize our mental well-being. Mental health is just as vital as physical health. Think about it. We go to the doctor for annual checkups, hit the gym regularly, and strive to eat nutritious foods. We invest so much in our physical health. But what about our mental health? It's often neglected or overlooked. It's often overlooked until we find ourselves struggling. By then, it can feel overwhelming. Just like we have first aid for physical injuries, we need tools for psychological first aid, especially in today's fast-paced world where stress and anxiety are rampant. These tools can be lifesavers. That's where grounding techniques come in. They're practical and effective. These are simple yet powerful practices that can help you regain control during moments of intense stress, anxiety, or even panic attacks. They can make a huge difference. Whether you're dealing with the aftermath of a traumatic event, navigating a particularly stressful period, or simply want to boost your emotional resilience, grounding techniques can be invaluable tools in your self-care goodie bag. They are versatile and easy to use. Over the next few moments, we'll delve into 10 mind-blowing grounding techniques that you can easily incorporate into your daily life. These techniques are designed to be accessible and effective. Ready to take charge of your mental well-being? Let's get started on this journey together. The first technique we're going to explore is the 5-4-3-2-1 method. It's incredibly simple yet remarkably effective in pulling you back into the present moment, especially when your mind is racing or you're feeling overwhelmed. It works by grounding you through your 5 senses: sight, touch, hearing, smell, and taste. Here's how it works. Start by taking a few deep breaths to center yourself. Now look around and identify 5 things you can see. It could be the color of the wall, the pattern on your shirt, or a bird flying outside your window. Really focus on the details, noticing things you might normally overlook. Next, bring your attention to your sense of touch. Identify 4 things you can feel. Maybe it's the softness of your clothes, the coolness of a metal object, or the texture of the ground beneath your feet. The key is to connect with the physical sensations and allow them to anchor you to the present. Now, shift your focus to your hearing. What are 3 things you can hear? It could be the hum of the refrigerator, the distant sound of traffic, or the chirping of birds outside. Don't judge the sounds, simply acknowledge their presence. Let's face it, when anxiety strikes, our inner critic tends to take over. Our minds become flooded with negative thoughts, doubts, fears, and worst-case scenarios. It's like having a negative soundtrack playing on repeat, amplifying our stress and making it even harder to cope. But what if we could change the tune? This is where positive self-talk comes in. Positive self-talk isn't about denying reality or putting on a fake smile when you're hurting. It's about intentionally choosing to focus on the good, to challenge negative thought patterns, and to speak to ourselves with kindness and encouragement, just like we would a good friend. Think about it. If a friend came to you feeling anxious, would you bombard them with negativity, telling them they're not good enough or that everything is going to go wrong? Of course not. You'd offer support, encouragement, and remind them of their strengths. Positive self-talk is about extending that same compassion and understanding to ourselves. It's about recognizing that we all experience challenges, but we have the inner strength to overcome them. You can also listen to recorded affirmations and/or create your own life-specific positive affirmations. By consciously shifting our internal dialogue, we can change our perspective, boost our resilience, and manage anxiety more effectively. Visualization, my friends, this one's super powerful. It's all about using your imagination to create a sense of peace. We're talking about that happy place, that mental vacation spot where stress melts away. Maybe it's a beach, the mountains, or even just your childhood bedroom. The key here is to really immerse yourself in the scene. Picture the vibrant colors, hear the soothing sounds, even imagine the smells. The more detail you can conjure up, the more real it will feel, and the more effective it'll be in pulling you away from anxiety and grounding you in the present moment. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool, so use it to your advantage. This technique is especially helpful if you're dealing with flashbacks or intrusive thoughts. By focusing on your happy place, you're essentially hitting the pause button on those distressing images and giving your mind a much-needed break. Ever feel your thoughts spiraling out of control? Like you're stuck in a loop of what-ifs and anxieties? That's where narration comes in. It's a grounding technique that brings you back to the here and now by focusing on your actions. It's as simple as it sounds. Start by describing your surroundings out loud or even silently to yourself. And talk about what you see, what you're doing, anything that anchors you to the present moment. For example, I'm washing the dishes, the water is warm, I'm using the blue sponge. Sounds basic, right? But that's the point. By focusing on these simple actions, you're shifting your attention away from distressing thoughts. This technique is especially helpful for tasks that have become automatic, like showering or driving. By narrating these activities, you bring conscious awareness to them, preventing your mind from wandering into negative territory. All right, let's talk about balloon breathing, a technique that's as simple as it is effective. We all know how important deep breathing is for managing stress, but balloon breathing takes it to the next level. Think about inflating a balloon. You have to take slow, controlled breaths to fill it up, right? That's exactly what we're aiming for here. This controlled breathing pattern helps regulate your nervous system, slowing down your heart rate and calming your mind. Here's how it works. Breathe in slowly and deeply through your nose, imagining you're filling your lungs like a balloon. Hold your breath for a second or two at the top. Then exhale slowly and completely through your mouth, picturing the balloon deflating. The key here is to make your exhales longer than your inhales. This signals to your body that it's time to relax, triggering what's known as the relaxation response. Hey self-healers, next we're diving into the 6th grounding technique for PTSD and psychological first aid open awareness. Now this one might sound a bit abstract, but trust me, it's a powerful tool to have in your ammunition. Open awareness is all about shifting your focus from your internal worries to the external world around you. Instead of getting caught up in your thoughts and feelings, you intentionally expand your awareness to include everything in your present experience. Think of it like this. Imagine you're holding a flashlight in a dark room. Your worries and anxieties are like the narrow beam of light. Open awareness is like switching that flashlight to a wider setting, illuminating more of the room. By widening your focus, you're able to detach from the intensity of your internal experience and connect with the present moment. This can be incredibly helpful in managing overwhelming emotions and grounding yourself in reality. Welcome back. Now let's explore the 7th grounding technique, body scanning. This technique is a fantastic way to connect with your physical self and release tension you might not even realize you're holding. Body scanning is a form of mindfulness meditation that involves systematically bringing your attention to different parts of your body. It's like taking an inventory of your physical sensations from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. As you move through your body, you simply observe any sensations you encounter. You might notice warmth, tingling, pressure, tightness, or even numbness. The key is not to judge these sensations as good or bad, just observe them with a sense of curiosity. Body scanning can be incredibly helpful for managing anxiety and stress because it brings you back to the present moment. When your mind is racing with worries, focusing on your physical sensations can help ground you and provide a sense of stability. Now, as we proceed with our grounding techniques, our 8th method is mnemonics. So you might be thinking, mnemonics, what do those have to do with grounding? Well, imagine this. You're feeling overwhelmed, anxiety is creeping in, and you need a grounding technique fast, but your mind goes blank. And you can't remember any of the techniques we've already described. That's where mnemonics come in. Mnemonics are memory aids that help you remember information more easily. You can use them to create acronyms, rhymes, or even songs that will trigger your memory and bring those grounding techniques rushing back. Let's say you want to remember the 5-4-3-2-1 method. You could create an acronym like SENSES SAVE to represent the 5 senses you focus on, or you could come up with a rhyme like 5 things I hear, 4 things I feel, 3 things I see, anxiety must flee. Following on with our series of grounding techniques, we're now going to explore a method that can be incredibly effective in helping you stay present and calm. We've already covered some powerful methods. Still, let's dive into another one that's incredibly helpful: grounding objects. These objects can serve as a tangible anchor to the present moment. Now, this technique is all about using a physical object to help center yourself when you're feeling overwhelmed. It's a simple yet effective way to bring your mind forward to the here and now. It could be anything: a smooth stone, a soft piece of fabric, a small trinket that holds special meaning for you. The object itself isn't as important as the comfort it brings you. The key is to choose something that you find comforting and calming. It should be something that, when you touch it, you feel a sense of relief and grounding. Think about the textures, the temperatures, the weight of different objects. Each of these sensory details can play a role in how effective the grounding object is for you. Some people find solace in the coolness of a stone, while others might prefer the softness of a favorite blanket. It's all about personal preference and what feels right for you. It's all about finding what resonates with you and what helps bring you back to the present moment. Experiment with different objects until you find the one that works best for you. Remember, the goal of grounding is to reconnect with your physical senses and shift your focus away from distressing thoughts or emotions. This can be a powerful tool in managing anxiety and stress. When you hold your grounding object, really focus on it. Let it be the center of your attention, even if just for a few moments. Feel its texture against your skin. Notice its weight in your hand. Examine its shape and color. Engage all your senses to fully experience the object. By engaging your senses in this way, you're essentially telling your brain to come back to the present moment, to focus on what's real and tangible. This can help break the cycle of negative thoughts, and the beauty of this technique is that it's discreet and portable. You can use it anywhere, anytime, without drawing attention to yourself. You can carry your grounding object with you wherever you go, so it's always there when you need it. Whether it's in your pocket, your bag, or even on your desk, it's a constant source of comfort. Whether you're feeling anxious in a social situation, overwhelmed at work, or triggered by a memory, having that physical reminder can make a world of difference. It's a small but powerful way to take control of your mental well-being. All right, let's talk about another powerful grounding technique: physical activity. Now, I know what you might be thinking: exercise when you're feeling anxious. But trust me on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Engaging in physical activity can work wonders for grounding yourself and managing those overwhelming emotions. It's not just about the physical benefits, it's also the mental clarity and emotional release it provides. You see, when we experience stress, anxiety, or trauma, our bodies go into fight or flight mode, our heart rate increases, our breathing becomes shallow, and our muscles tense up. This is a natural response, but it can be exhausting and overwhelming if it happens too often. Physical activity helps to release that pent-up energy and shift our body out of that heightened state of alertness. It acts as a reset button, allowing our body to return to a state of calm and balance. And the best part, it doesn't have to be anything intense. Even gentle forms of movement like stretching, yoga, or going for a walk can be incredibly effective. These activities help to soothe the mind and relax the body, making them perfect for those moments when you need to ground yourself. The key is to find an activity that you enjoy and that you can do consistently. Whether it's hitting the gym, going for a run, dancing it out, or simply taking a brisk walk in nature, find what works for you and make it a part of your routine. Consistency is crucial because it helps to build a habit that can support your mental health in the long run. And don't underestimate the power of fresh air and sunshine. Getting outside and connecting with nature can do wonders for your mental and emotional well-being. The natural environment has a calming effect that can help to reduce stress and improve your mood. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, lace up those sneakers, grab your yoga mat, or simply step outside for a breath of fresh air. Remember, taking care of your physical health is a vital part of maintaining your overall well-being. And there you have it, friends. We've covered 10 amazing grounding techniques that can help you manage stress, anxiety, and even navigate through those tough moments triggered by PTSD. Remember, these techniques are tools in your mental health toolkit. Experiment with them, find what works best for you, and don't hesitate to combine different techniques for even greater impact. We talked about the power of engaging your senses with the 5-4-3-2-1 method, the importance of positive self-talk and visualization, and the calming effects of techniques like balloon breathing, body scanning, and using grounding objects. We even explored how physical activity can be an incredible grounding tool, releasing those feel-good endorphins and shifting your focus to the present moment. Now, I'm curious, which grounding technique resonated with you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from these techniques. Remember, you're not alone on this journey, and taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. Subscribe to this channel for more videos on mental health strategies, and until next time, stay grounded.